a big moniker sort of for you guys is optimization, right? And advertising optimization.
Yep.
So in the role that Amobee plays in the ecosystem, what does that mean? How do you actually deliver to that promise?
It means that we're going to really focus on thinking about optimizing around audiences, around channels, and really making sure that as all the brands are navigating, and everyone is, doesn't matter what category in, that whole omni-channel world, that we're doing as best a job as we can at creating the efficiencies across that landscape. And if we have the different channels, and again, we are a unique advantage because we have both DSP as well as the ATV side of the platform, so we're going from big TV to all things linear TV, to tying that to digital, to programmatic, to social, to all the way down to email. So we have the opportunity to stitch that together. So when we're focusing on unification, it's because we believe that's the best way to drive optimization.
And when Amobee says better advertising experience for everyone, who's in that collective? Who really is everyone that you're referring to? Does it expand beyond just buyers and sellers? How broad-reaching is that?
Not enough. And I think you're right to call us on that. It's much more on the publisher side and the advertiser side. I think thinking through, and this was some of the discourse here today, consumers, viewers, people, and how they are such a critical part of the equation and how are they being respected in that regard. So we are actively focusing on what does that mean? What would that benefit be?
And what's the arbiter of value, right? As sort of where you sit in the ecosystem, everybody's concerned about prices, right? Either inflation if you're on the buy side, degradation if you're on the sell side.
Sure.
How do we ensure that true value is delivered and extended for the inventory that flows either through the platforms or direct?
And you mean value as in ROAS, as in true business. Well, then you can go even further to business outcomes.
Well, that's where I was going. It's
Yeah.
like what right now in the state of maturation, where are we in the best way to ensure that fair value is provided for the inventory that is sold? And what's that look like in 18 months?
I think it's certainly going to get better because we're seeing more and more, and I heard so many, and I've met so many here today who are really driving very advanced progressive data sets that are looking to, and we are able to ingest those and integrate them so we can find a way that we are moving beyond price and focusing on value. And the value has got to be, I'm spending less and I'm getting more. And that's our proposition to our advertisers. Is to say, look, our job is to really help you win, keep, and grow your best customers. How do we find a way that you can spend less to be able to get more value, to be able to invest in innovation or whatever else you need to do? So as far as I'm concerned, it is going to get so much better. We are being very progressive with the companies we want to work with to make sure that we can actually continually to focus on an outcome-based performance. And the good thing is we're seeing so many of the publishers and the broadcasters all leaning into that as well.
If you had a magic wand and you could change one thing right now or enable one thing that you think would be transformational for our industry, what would that be?
I would integrate media and creative in a really powerful way. So when we're talking optimization, we're talking about our thoughtfulness about optimizing along not just campaigns and funnels, but across that customer journey. So we're thoughtful about which medium, which audiences, targeting really smartly as people based on their passions, based on their content experiences that we can imagine that they would want, and we would be more motivated. And then we're thinking about what is that ad placement, or certainly what is that content, and now how are we making sure that we're going to optimize reach and we're going to reduce this kind of insane frequency we see across so many of the channels. So having a closer consideration between the media side of the business and the content and the creative and the messaging side. And when I think about optimization, that's about the content, that's about the creation of it, that's about sequencing, that's about optimization all the way through, and measuring impact on business outcomes, whatever they may be, not just on those conventional marketing outputs.
So 3 months on the job, what's the most surprising or delightful thing you've learned about Amobee in that journey though, so far that you would like to share?
The most surprising is the breadth of diversity across what we're doing with the marketeers and also the publisher partners from Australia to Singapore to Germany to Spain. That I've really enjoyed. The surprise has been how deep and technical our scientists and our technology engineering teams are. Very deep, very knowledgeable. I mean, the level of expertise. And I think it's because I've been, over 30 years in ad services. To go deep into ad tech Maybe it's a standard, but it's certainly been enjoyable for me, and certainly that's why I've been enjoying the growing experience. Because you only really grow. Everyone knows they need to grow, they don't know how to grow. The only way you grow is through the unfamiliar and the uncomfortable. So I've really enjoyed that. That's delighted me.